The Cowboys acquiring Antonio Brown checks off the two most important boxes for Jerry Jones. Listen to me for a second. First box for Jerry Jones, he wants to make noise. That's his first biggest box. He wants to be talked about. You know this better than anybody. Jerry has recently said it in a conversation I was a part of as well. Second box, Jerry Jones wants to be good. Antonio Brown makes noise. Antonio Brown is good. Now, the instantaneous pushback is this. Come on, Acho. AB's off the field issues. That's crazy. AB didn't want to play for the Buffalo Bills. He didn't want to wear a certain helmet when they were in Oakland, now Las Vegas. He had frostbite. He recorded John Gruden. He stripped his pads off and left the field. All of these incidents since 2019, wild. But think about who Jerry Jones has acquired for similarly wild incidents that were actually violent in nature, not just nonviolent like AB since 2019. You know Damian Wilson, linebacker, parking dispute, somebody got hit. How about Rolando McClain, Tank Johnson? Obviously, tragically, Greg Hardy. So before we jump and say, well, Antonio Brown, such a deviant, Jerry Jones would never. How could you say he would never? He has before. Recently, Jerry Jones acquiring AB checks off two boxes. It's a splash and AB can ball. I don't think it's crazy, Dave.
All right, we're having two different conversations then. Can I see the Cowboys doing it? Absolutely. Are you kidding me? It's the Dallas Cowboys. You can never rule that out. Would it be a good idea? That is where I'm at, and it would be absolutely insane, Acho, like completely crazy. One thing you glossed over there, he quit on Tom Brady. Tom Brady, who got to Tampa and was like, give me that guy. Hey, Bucks front office, I need what I need to win a Super Bowl. Get me AB. And they got him, and he was all right for a little while. He helped them get to a Super Bowl. He quit on Brady in the middle of a game, the best ever. Who wanted him there just left the field. I mean, that really, on top of all of the off-the-field nonsense, like, that was on the field. So he is a distraction during a game. Absolutely not. And again, to go back to, we talked about this before, this is the Cowboys' biggest problem. They do things like this that get in the way of just kind of being quiet and successful. Like, they haven't had back-to-back playoff seasons in forever. You brought up Greg Hardy. Signed him after a very successful season. He got into that locker room and was a big part of why the 2015 season was such a dumpster fire. Of course, Tony Romo getting hurt was the biggest part. Greg Hardy didn't help. You want to bring this guy into a room full of receivers who are very young and very impressionable. Even CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is like the youngest receiver on that team, even as a third-year pro. You're going to bring him in there with a whole room full of guys that are learning how to be pros. You are asking for a disaster. Like, you're openly just begging for it to happen.
It might be disastrous, but, Joy, we know Jerry Jones likes to play with fire because just like fire can burn you, fire can warm you for a moment. You said that AB quit on Tom Brady. He did, but you were there when we saw Dez Bryant quit on the Cowboys. I like Dez. He's significantly matured at this point in time. Dez and I are cool. But Dez quit on his squad a couple times, so I don't think that's going to be the biggest deterrent.
I got to stand up for my guy 88 there. Like, I take issue with that. He had to be escorted off of the field at the end of a game.
So he had a private escort to quit on him. Congratulations.
Was he still on the team the next day?
Joy.
Was he still with the organization the next day?
I'm done talking to you right now, Dave. Joy Taylor, would it be crazy for the Cowboys to consider it?
I'm with Dave. What's the question? Would it be crazy? Like, I would be shocked that the Cowboys did this? No, this is the most predictable Cowboys move maybe that you could draw up. Does it make any sense football-wise? Is this a good idea? No, it's not a good idea. He did quit on Tom Brady. And he didn't just have off-the-field issues randomly about helmets. He was sued twice for sexual assault. We're not just talking about him getting into it with John Gruden. I'm not going to go down the list here, but I happen to have it here, the list of incidents. It's not short, and this is really not even diving into what happened with the Steelers. Antonio Brown has been an issue within locker rooms for a long time. We have mountains of evidence that this is not a situation that is going to work, and it's certainly not going to work long term. And to me, when you quit, not just quit on Tom Brady, and we all saw the video, it wasn't just that he quit on Tom Brady. You badmouthed Tom Brady, who is the sole reason you were in the league. Nobody else was picking up Antonio Brown. Tom said, I will personally be responsible for Antonio Brown if you bring him in here. Yes, Antonio Brown can play football, but there has to be a value add to the position that you are bringing that is higher than the level of tolerance that we're going to have for who you are as an individual. And there's two other things. One, all that being said, I don't like when owners come out with these big boisterous statements. We don't need this. We are going to go with the guys that we have. We believe in. That's what Jerry said about this wide receiving core. And then you go and bring in someone, not a veteran that you forgot was hanging out there that could, come in and maybe steer things. You're bringing in Antonio Brown. And for whatever it's worth, disrespecting and quitting on Tom Brady in this league, to me, should say something about what you're bringing into the locker room. Because if he's going to do that to Tom Brady, who went out on a limb for him, what is he going to do to you?
She don't need all your co-signing, Bucky. Look.
I mean, I'm preaching. Let the church say amen.
You're preaching to the choir, okay? I am a renegade.
He just had a waiting to exhale moment. He basically burned up the car and walked out on Tom Brady. In the middle of the Jets stadium, he walked out. And so Mike McCarthy is under siege right now because they had 17 penalties in a preseason game. People are questioning the discipline that he's imposing on his team. And now you're going to bring in a wild card. Let's just say, understated, wild card. That commitment, accountability, trust, that's what teams are built on. We don't know if he's committed. We definitely know he's not accountable, and he's not trustworthy. There is no way the Cowboys can bring AB in. No way.
Pause. Real quick, though, Bucky. Real quick. All of you all are thinking with your logical minds.
That's what you're
that's what you're supposed to do. That's how you're supposed to do.
You told me facts over feelings.
Lasting in the football league, winning Super Bowls, doing the unthinkable, all of those things are illogical. Bucky, you've been to the casino. What you know about the casino is this. If you gonna gamble, Joy Taylor, you gotta gamble. I used to go to the casino. I was on practice squad. I didn't have real money. I had practice squad money. So I would play my little table minimums. My boys would sit next to me and they'd be like, "Hey, Acho, scared money don't make none. Scared money don't make no money." Essentially saying, if you gonna gamble, gamble. Jerry Jones, he is a gambling caliber owner at this point in time. He gambles on literally everybody. Tyler Smith, first round pick. Gamble, because he ain't a lock. I watched him play guard when he played tackle in college, and I'm just talking at a basic fundamental level. Oh, we don't need Randy Gregory anymore. Gamble. You know what, Amari Cooper? We're going to get rid of you and just let CeeDee Lamb do it. Gamble. Everything Jerry Jones does is gamble, gamble, gamble. So why not keep gambling?
By the way, Emmanuel Acho, great book, Illogical, and go get it.
Silent plug. Thank you. Thank you.
I had to toss that out there. This isn't a gamble. This is a known. This is a guarantee, in fact. This is a guarantee, in fact. It's
Do you think
not
the Bucs regret it? Because the Bucs won a Super Bowl.
No.
Sure, AB stripped off the field and did all them things. But he won a Super Bowl.
I'll tell you, I have it marked here on the notes, because this is what it is. This is what it comes down to with Antonio Brown. And this is why it's a guarantee. Because the way that Antonio Brown functions is in a functioning culture and environment. When he was in Pittsburgh, he had something to prove. Pittsburgh is a culture. Pittsburgh has Mike Tomlin. Once he had proven himself, things then started to fall apart. And then you see that pattern throughout his career. Boom, 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 every single time. The reason it stayed together with the Bucs for the time that it did, and I don't think they regret it because they did win a Super Bowl. Here's where it fell apart. When he got in trouble for the fake vaccination card, don't care what you think about vaccines. I don't care. Tell your mom about it. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is he got in trouble in Tampa Bay for the fake vaccine card. That should have been the moment. Okay, we're done. We're good. Thank you for your services. We're glad it went the way it did. But now you have crossed the line, and now you have to go. What did they do? They said they were going to be stern. And then they said, you know what? This is a mistake. Yeah, he hasn't done this a million times before. We haven't seen this every single time. It's different. It's us. It's my guy. What happens? Close off in the middle of the field. So that is how it works with Antonio Brown. So it is a guarantee. It's not a gamble. It's a guarantee that he will do something to prove himself till some point, and then things will go sour.
I will agree with Joy Taylor on this brilliant point that it is a guarantee at some point in time things with Antonio Brown will go sour. What every single person at this desk must also agree with me on is it is a guarantee that Antonio Brown will ball, because he has never not balled a day in his life.
That's a lengthy.
He's never not balled. He's never not balled ever, Joy. He's never from Pittsburgh, which you know, where he had 6 seasons that we've never seen in the history of the game of football, to playing in the Super Bowl where he scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Anywhere he's gone, he has balled.
The irony is that he balled out against Dallas in the season opener last year. So look, and I will say this one nice thing for you. That sounds like Jerry Jones' line of thinking, honestly. Yeah. Like I could see the Cowboys doing it. I just hope somewhere along the line they've learned lessons about where to draw the line. Do I have confidence that they've learned those lessons? Not really, but a guy can hope, right? Because I'm the one that's got to talk and write about it if they do. You're just trying to give me more work, man.
Yeah, content-wise, for sure. Definitely. Do it. Go ahead, Cowboys.